Okay, so son is finally asleep. Um, excuse my voice, I've been crying all day. And I'm trying to whisper because son is finally sleeping. I don't want to wake him. This day has really taken a toll on me. Like, I just don't know what to do with myself anymore. And it's really starting to get to me. Like, I'm really starting to question myself. I'm really starting to doubt myself and my abilities and who I am. It's like, so at times, being a stay at home mom is really overwhelming for me. And don't get me wrong, I love it. I would rather be with my son than anywhere else. But it's like time. I need time to myself. And I don't know how to do that anymore because I've always been the type of person to help other people. I've always put myself last, so I don't know how to put myself first. And if I do put myself first, I feel guilty about that. Making sure my husband and my son is taken care of is my top priority. But it's like, what about me? And I feel like, if I'm being honest, I don't know how to take care of myself. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want to do. And if I'm left alone, I'm left to ponder that question without arriving to an answer. All I know is I just want to help people. That's it. I really love helping people, making people feel seen, because I've spent my life being invisible. So for me to be able to help people be seen, you know, that's all I want to do. But it's like, how do I do that? You know, I've never had friends before. Like, I've never had friends. My 30 years rotating around the sun, getting up every day. I've never had a friend. I've never had someone who I can call on. Like, people, I've always allowed people to have access to me, but I've never had access to other people in a way that they've had access to me, and that's my fault. I take all responsibility for that. That's my fault for being too vulnerable too fast. But in this time of motherhood, when I really need a shoulder, I don't have it. I've never been close with my mom, so I knew I wasn't gonna have her when I first had my son. And I'm not close to my family, and I just feel so alone. I feel so lonely, you know, to not have nobody to talk to, nobody who I can turn to when I need some advice or just want to talk. Like, and yeah, my husband support me, but he's not an emotional person. I don't expect him to be, but it's difficult when you don't have anybody to share your emotions with as a woman, because we're always been a loner my entire life. I just want just one person. Just one person who I feel like I can turn to when I need some help. And so now I'm really isolated now because I'm the only person I know that's a stay-at-home mom, with a black husband, raising a black boy, you know, and I want a friend that I can relate to in that aspect, who knows what it's like to stay at home and take care of kids and breastfeed all day. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, activities are far few in between, so I have to figure out what to do that's not only going to engage the both of us, but keep my son safe at the same time, and it would be nice to have other moms to turn to give you an idea of what you can do with your child when you stay at home with them. All I get is, why don't you send him to daycare? Why don't you put him in school? I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. I don't need someone else to take care of my child. Yes, I need time to myself. Yes, I get overwhelmed. Yes, it becomes a lot. Yes, it does. But does that mean that I need to automatically ship my son to somebody else, a stranger? You know what I'm saying? No, and it's not normalized in the society of being a stay-at-home mom, or if it is, like, you do tell somebody you a stay-at-home mom as a black woman, it's like, oh, you're lucky to have found a man. You're lucky to have found a man that's going to take care of you and your baby, so you should be grateful that he does this and this and that to make sure you stay at home and take care of the kids. And I understand that, and I'm very grateful for the position that I'm in. I'm grateful to be able to see my son grow up and to be able to be with him every step of the way. I love my son. I love my son. That's not going to change. What I'm trying to change is, how do I bring the love back to myself? I've struggled all my life trying to find a purpose for me on this earth. What am I doing here? What am I supposed to be doing? And for the life of me, I just cannot seem to come to that conclusion on what I'm supposed to be doing here. And I think about taking my life sometimes, but that's selfish. I can't take myself away from my son. He needs me. And I need him. And he needs me. But I want to do something other than be a mother. I want to do something other than that. I don't want to be like all of the other women in my family. They've abandoned their children, neglected their children, physically, mentally, financially abused their children. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. But there are struggles within me every day, every single day. And I feel like No one will understand. Now you can say, well, go talk to a therapist. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But a therapist's job, a therapist doesn't know me. A therapist can't relate to me, especially not a female therapist. Can't relate to me. They work, they leave their children. Sure, yes, they help other people, sure. But I want someone that I can relate to. A therapist is only going to tell me I have to figure it out within myself. And that's fine because I do. But it's nothing like being able to talk to another woman that's in a similar position to you. There's nothing like it. So this day has just been a lot for me. And I don't say my son is getting on my nerves. I say he gets under my skin. I don't want to put the image in his subconscious that he's bothersome, that he's nerve-wracking, that he's too difficult to deal with. I've been told that before. So I don't want to reiterate that to my son. He doesn't deserve that. He doesn't know what he's doing. I'm not going to blame him for anything. His brain is developing. His body is developing. He's changing. He's growing into himself. So I don't tell my children that they're getting on my nerves. I say that they're getting under my skin and it's becoming overwhelming for me. And it's just making me think a whole bunch of thoughts that I shouldn't think. I'm doubting myself. I'm doubting my husband. I'm doubting whether or not I should still be here. I should stay with him. Am I holding him back? Is this the ceiling for us? My desire is to not break up my family. Not at all. My desire is to not break up my family. But I just don't know what to do. Talking to the ancestors in the universe and, all the spirits that surround me, they're helping me stay alive. They're helping me. What about physically? I want to be able to see someone. Like, I don't want everything to be on my shoulders, and it is. Everything is on my shoulders. I take care of my family. I hold everything together. I'm not a combative woman. And for the most part, I check myself to make sure that my son doesn't see the negative, raging side of me that I hold inside. I don't want that. And I just keep thinking, like I don't scream. I don't yell at my son. I don't scream at him. I don't tell him to shut up. I don't do any of that. Because I don't want to put that negativity into his subconscious. I'm just trying to figure out my purpose here. That's mainly what has me upset. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I'm tired of feeling like I'm just stuck doing the same thing. Being in the same place. I'm tired. I feel like I've lost me. I don't do none of the things I used to desire anymore. I don't do anything. So being a stay-at-home mom is not easy. It's not easy. It's not peaches. It's not any of that.